interview corner. Coach Landers, let's start with you. Major milestone with 900 career wins. So let's first of all recognize that. And what has the journey been like for you in the game of basketball?
A lot like Coach Olson. It's never been a job, but people have asked me repeatedly, I guess when you're someplace for a long time, as I have been at the University of Georgia, finishing 34 years, how do you do it? How do you keep going? Does it seem like it's been 34 years? The journey really seems short because the objective has never changed. The objective is to have the best basketball program in the country. The objective is to win the national championship. And every morning for the past 34 years, I've got up, I've gone to work to do that. And time has literally flown by. I've been blessed for 34 years. You don't win basketball games without players. And we've been very blessed at the University of Georgia to have a lot of great players who could come together and commit to a single idea and play with a purpose and win basketball games. It's been a lot of fun.
Who's your favorite player? Georgia, all time.
People ask me that. They ask me who the best player I've ever coached was, and they're all good. That's the thing about basketball. Rarely do you come across a player who does everything superbly, and never do you have one player who can go out and beat five. So you need all the abilities of all the different people to be really good. And I've been blessed to have had a lot of players with a lot of abilities, and they've all been my favorites. They still are. It's a terrific family that we have.
Well, Coach Landers, you've done a great job in building the Georgia brand over time. I think we all understand the winning tradition you've developed. Jason, you have started a winning tradition and really building something. If someone was to ask you, what is your program about? Just give us your recruiting spiel.
Well, first of all, in recruiting, our university, Emory University is one of the best universities academically in the country. So I think you can recruit, you have your niche in recruiting that way. But for our basketball program, it's really just been, like Coach said, day to day to day, and people talk changing culture. I just think that's too big. Changing culture, you just go to work every day. I grew up on a farm in Indiana, and I watched my grandfather go to work every day farming, I get to coach basketball every day. We get to go play basketball every day. How can you not want to come to work and play hard every day like that? I was actually speaking for 200 elementary school kids this week, and I said, I grew up on a farm in Indiana, and they said, really? Like, people do that? Yeah. But we just have gone to work every day in the last 6 years, just like all these other coaches out here, and you don't think about changing the culture. You think about, hey, we got to get better today. And to be able to do that at a great institution is really exciting for me.
Now, you mentioned farming, and I know, Coach Landers, you like to do a lot outdoors type of stuff in terms of farming. I heard you're a handyman. I think you told me that you might have built the first locker room with your bare hands, did all the painting and everything. What's that about?
There's probably a lot of people in here that built their first locker room.
Before you answer that question, I didn't say I farmed or I can build it, because I can't build anything. So just so you know.
You're going to come over in April and help build a little hay, partner. It's been an interesting trip because in many ways I feel like I was in on women's basketball when it really wasn't cool. When it first began. In fact, when I took the job at the University of Georgia, after I had taken the job at the University of Georgia, I returned and I asked if I could see our dressing room, and we didn't have one. We literally didn't have one. But there's a lot of people in here who have been a part of something like that, and you do the best you can, and if you want one, it's like a lot of things in life. If you want it, you do it. You make it happen. So, yeah, we've built dressing rooms before. We've done a lot of things. You do what you have to do.
Yeah. I would ask each of you this question. If there's one piece of advice that you can impart into your student athletes before they leave you, what would that one thing be?
The last thing I told my team this year, after we got beat, we flew back from Spokane, was be aware. If we're aware on the basketball court, we're a better team. If we're aware of, where my man is, where the ball is, where, of our teammates, et cetera, what we're in, what offense, we're a better team. And when you're aware, you're a better person. Whether that be, I'm aware of the people around me, I'm aware of what I say, I'm aware of how I act. I need to, and not just on the basketball court, but in life, we have to be more aware of what's going on and not so tunnel vision. Now, I say that to coaches in this room, and we're the most tunnel vision people maybe around, but I think be aware of what's around you.
I think we all could learn from that, especially with the technology going on now and everyone's into their phone
Absolutely.
and texting and all their devices, to be more aware of what's going on from a communication and one-on-one standpoint, not just on the device. Coach Landers.
I'm not sure I'm going to answer your question, but I don't want to come off as rude. I didn't know I was supposed to speak. I was told that I wasn't to speak tonight. I don't really know what that means. Maybe you didn't want me to speak, but I ended up.
You got the mic now.
I got the mic now, so I will speak. Yeah. And I think what I would like to say, so get another cup of coffee. I think what I would like to say, and we talk about these kinds of things to our players, with all respect to all the people from different parts of the country. Let me speak to Georgia. We could argue that we have the best basketball state in the country. And it's because of a lot of people. Tonight we celebrate the Women's National Player of the Year, rightfully so. Diamond's terrific. But let's not lose track. Let's be as good as we can be. Let's be great. But let's not lose track of how we get. A couple of things important. Where you been, where you at, and where are you going? And if you're going to be successful in life, you're going to need the help of other people. And if you don't include other people in your journey to success, who are you going to celebrate with? And I say that because there's so many people in this room that make Georgia basketball what it is. We have terrific club teams and club coaches, high school, junior high teams. We have some of the best high school coaches in the country, junior college, every level of college. I think Clayton State women right now are playing for the national championship. There's just a lot of people involved. And then you have the parents, players, that have to support it. They're your biggest supporters. So there's a lot of people involved. And when you can get a lot of people involved on a good idea, moving in the right direction with great enthusiasm, you can accomplish great things. And year after year after year, this state, because of all the people in here, accomplishes great things. And one of the reasons that we've done that is Jackie Bradford and the Atlanta Tip-Off Club. Nowhere else in America is there a tip-off club that rivals this one. It's a special place, and we're all fortunate to be here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.